It's going to be a crackerjack to the end of the third season here in Titus Pétange. We are currently second place, but the title is in our hands. Essentially, it's our own destiny. 2 games to go on our side. Jeunesse d'Esch, 1 game to go. They're 1 point ahead. And this is how it really worked out. We have been on just the most insane run. I mean, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 14. If I've quickly counted that right, 14 games, all won in a row. It's been mental. It has been mental. And the undefeated streak goes back far, far further than that. It was the loss against Rodange on the 26th of November, the last time we tasted defeat. So it's a long, long time. It shows you just how good Jeunesse d'Esch have been this season and how much we've had to push to get into this spot. Jeunesse d'Esch have been simply untouchable for most of the season, but they have started to slip up right here. They lost against Progress Niederkorn. They drew against Hoster, and they've drawn against Mondorf. I mean, I'm not saying it's fate, but it looks like fate. Our team is just getting better and better because of the amount of players that are coming in. You know that some of them are going to be hits. Let's take a look at the transfer history, because my goodness, there is a lot to go through. The last time we were talking, we just got Ignacio Gonzalez, who has already been transferred out of the club. I mean, I would have loved to seen his development, see if he was going to be a good player, but I wasn't prepared to offer him a contract yet. And this Douglas, Club Atletico Douglas Haig came in, and they wanted to snap him up. That's fine. Fine by me. It was too much of a risk. And of course, Gomez. I was trying to compare both, but now Gomez is 5 stars. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot. Carlos first. And this is where we see the rise of the Brazilian. Carlos wasn't good enough. He's now gone to Una Strazen. Wagner wasn't good enough. He's gone to Progress Niederkorn. Lino is good enough. And we've got him on an actual contract of £30 per week. He's not my preferred striker build, but he's the striker that we've got at the moment. Maldonado, he's been struck down with an injury in the last game. So we're preying on this guy to come back with the goods. We need him. We need him now. He's not been here for long, but Lino is needed. Luis Felipe, it's the 18th of January. Let's just have a little drink. Now, he's already been poached out. I'm not really too mad, to be honest. Interesting mix of nationalities, Armenian and Brazilian. But I think when he did come in first time, I think he only had 4 stars potential. So, might be a false dawn, that 5 stars. Even so, he's gone. He's moved on. We have to move on as well. Ronaldo looks amazing. Perfectionist. Holding midfielder. We're going to try and turn him into a centre-back. And we're trying to get him onto a contract as quickly as possible. As soon as that is available. Anani is another one that is absolutely amazing. Both of these guys came really close to each other. And it's changed the season. It really has. Luis Otavio, he's gone to Wilt 71. Landing Sidibe is an amazing name. But he has moved to Jeunesse d'Esch. He's trying to win the league title on the other side. Pedro Enrique was simply not good enough. Betinho, simply not good enough. Edson, I think we've still got. The left-back 5-star potential there. Looks fantastic. I mean, this is what you can do without many restrictive registration rules. No registration rules at all. Michael Douglas? Yeah, I love the fact that he's called Michael Douglas and he's 5 stars. That's incredible. A Brazilian called Brazil, not good enough. Jose Carlos comes on a free. I was very surprised that he wasn't maximum potential, but we move Vieira. Is maximum potential. Try and get him on a little contract, but I'm not really that fussed. Markovic, the Serbian right back, only 4-star potential. Just trying to get through these as much as possible. Denilson, only 3-star potential. Willian looks double thumbs up, looks pretty decent, and he's got the height to be a solid centre back. This is probably the most interesting one. My favourite one, Yakuba Sakanoko. Yeah, he looks like a proper midfielder, doesn't he? And he's growing really, really nicely. So keep an eye out. That's the one that I say. Just keep an eye out. Could be the one. Vashami Joseph joined us and left us. So did John Walsh, who's probably looking for another Luxembourg club. Jonathan's still here, a midfielder, box-to-box midfielder at the moment, so probably a Mazzardo in the making. Bojan Jovanovic is a left winger, but has all right finishing, so could potentially turn into a forward if we need it. Amit Bazut, he has joined and left. Nicholas Tartallo, 4.5 stars on that. So it's not just these particular players here. I'll highlight them. There's not just players that have been in the transfer history for a season waiting to join up. There's also players that I've actively been searching through the last couple of months joining up. So it's just an absolute mass. It's a barrage of players to try and get as many good players on contract as possible. It looks a mess. It is a mess. Trust me. Behind the scenes, trying to sort this out. But, and this is the big thing, next season, the plans start stitching itself together. If we are champions as well, that's great. That is great. But the plans start stitching itself together, and it'll be a lot more... It'd be a lot more clear to see my vision and not just an absolute flood of players. Guerrero's a recent signing, and he looks awesome, and he's a forward. He could help where Maldonado is going to be missing. And Robert came in, not good enough. Finally, Antonio Carlos is the exact same. And in the leave column, out column, we had Sendra was the final one we talked about last time out. Since then, Helton Cruz has gone. Didn't even see this. There's just been a lot of information flowing our way. So Hoster has taken 2 of our players. I knew about Kayar. I didn't even see about Helton Cruz. Fuming. Fernandez has gone to Dudelange. And we got Luis Felipe. We talked about that. Vet Le Brenner is out. Tried to get him on a contract, but it would have been too expensive. And Rolly and Boko has gone. I'm talking about getting on a contract that's expensive. There were contract offers on the table for Guillermo, the goalkeeper, and I offered him a big contract to try and keep him to stay. He was 5-star. It was a weakened position. Now he's dropped to 4.5-star potential, and he's on, a big contract that we just don't want to offer that much of. So yeah, disappointment there. But for most part, the contracts have been dealt with as well as I possibly could have at the moment. We are squeezing it. We've got a wage budget right now of 15 quid. It's pretty bonkers. It's a wage budget of 15 quid. We've got no information on Janessa de Esch, of course, because they've already played this particular fixture. We've got Noodle, cheering us on in the background. 2 games to win it. 2 games to win it. The whole season depends on this. And it's going to be a lot more difficult now that Maldonado isn't there. His bravery's gone down as well as a result, which is disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, here comes Guerrero straight into the team. I mean, Lino could also potentially have a go of it. His last 5 games, he has averaged a 7.60 rating. So it's probably the right thing to do. Although that being said, look at Guerrero's latest training figures. I can see why they want him straight in the starting lineup. Now, do you take that risk? This is the away game. I'm going to guess that our final game is at home. And our final game will be a little bit easier than this. Nervous. Some good average ratings, though. Everybody's above 7. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Lino and Stang guys. I can't even remember his name. Oh my goodness, my mind's gone blank. Stang Nice. There it is. Hopefully, they will be good enough to get us a couple of goals. I'm a bit worried, of course. All right, at this moment, we are top because of the +3 goal difference that we've got on Jeunesse de Esch. But Muratovic has a free kick for Swift, and it's gone in. It's gone into the top corner. It's never going to be easy, this stuff. Ay. So immediately, with their first shot, boy, that's pain. Okay, and die into the box. And D'Angelo, there's a big scramble. Swift have got it clear. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Don't bottle it after the 2 seasons that we've had. You get through that massive introduction, and all you're left with is this. A whole lot of nothing. Okay, here comes Guerrero. Let's see what he's got. I mean, what a time to be making your debut, by the way. That's top of the crossbar. Technically only need a draw to keep it alive. It's 1 shot to 12. I don't really want to say much. You know how I'll be feeling. Okay. Chance here. Near side. Garcia whips it. Stang Nice puts it in. That's all that we need. That is all that we need. But it'd be nice to win it. I'm going to throw a bit more encouragement in. Can we get another highlight? Potentially. What a killer. Always seems like, especially the first time you win the league, it always seems to go right down to the wire. Oh, Valente just smashes off the bar. I think that might be it. Look at the state of these match stats. To say we can think that we've been unlucky today is a bit of an understatement. They had 1 shot. It was a great free kick. But it does just about put us into a position to win this title. We know the league sorting rules because we made them. It's goal difference first. And our goal difference is +3. We got that major advantage going into the final set of games. Bruce looks all right to begin with, but is only 4-star potential. Apparently, we'll hold on to him, keep him in the under 23s. That's another signing, and then we'll have Ornelas tomorrow. Who is not good. Yeah, not good at all. Right, so he can go. Bye-bye. No problem with that. Mateu's training report looks awful. Absolute garbage. It's against Mondorf. Home against Mondorf to win the league. Should be on the same day. Sure, I've got that all sorted. Of course, keep an eye on what's happening with Jeunesse d'Esch. They don't seem to have played that many difficult games, so maybe they have got a difficult game at the end of the season. Hopefully away against Racing. They've definitely played Una Strausen away. They always give me a game. They seem like a bit of a bogey team for me. If you don't want to do it for me, do it for the likes of Albiala, who's a little bit unhappy at the moment because of the game time, but I don't care. He's been a fantastic player. Do it for Dwayne Holter, also been a fantastic player. Done his bit. Dennis Stumpf, who's transferred. He's not going to see next season. This is it. This is the chance to say thank you to these amazing players. Dedication. All right. I actually didn't check the score. The teams playing. Jeunesse against Jeunesse. Okay. It looks like they'll probably win that game. It's just going to be a straight shootout. The best of straight shootouts. We need the firepower. We haven't got it. We haven't got it. So we're still hoping that Jeunesse d'Esch seem to struggle against their Jeunesse counterparts. I mean, an early Titus Pétange goal really settles down the nerves. Guerrero gives it to Stang Nice. Halter to Ndai, if you just play it across, that's smart. That's smart, and that's his first goal. Guerrero, could you imagine the state of that? Could you imagine the state of them scenes as your manager, with the balls of steel, signs a free agent 18-year-old? Plays him in the last 2 games of the season because his main striker's got injured. Could you imagine the balls on that man? The limbs in the crowd. It's like Makeda. Oh, let's fucking go! Stang Nice. It's 5 minutes in. This is the best start that you could ask for. We're putting the praise in. Information from Jeunesse d'Esch, still 0-0. Throw in far side. Cesar got back on side. Anani. Halter's chipped it in. Halter's still playing. That's the most incredible thing. Like, we've got some cracking centre mids, but Halter is still held down that spot. And he's put in a shift this season, as per Stumpf. Goodness me, I can't even remember his name. How can I not remember it? Cesar, really? Really? Stumpf. With your Stumpf. Geran. Okay, he's brought one back for Mondorf. Gets a bit more twitchy, I guess. Cesar's not been that guy. Cesar's not been the type of player that I expected from the Mama save. And Dai. Oh, it's a good... You know what? Good shot, good save. Good save. Let's have a look at the stats. Have they had one shot? They've had two. They've had a bit more of a showing than Swift Esperange. Nothing so far from Jeunesse d'Esch, which can only be good news for us. Bit twitching, but we are showing some qualities here. Let's pause it and just make sure that we're choosing the right things here, aren't we? Bria could play on the left. Bria could play on the right. D'Angelo could play on the left. Do we need to make any changes at the moment? Not really. Halter is showing his lack of qualities now. But we'll keep him in. We don't need to make any changes yet. It's going to get really nervy. Unless we score. Get it first. Yes, Cesar. That's more like it. Big swing in. Oh my God, he scored. This is... What a story we are seeing here. Guerrero has come in last two games of a team's title chances being explained the situation. Jeunesse d'Esch have just scored their goal, so it's a good job that we got that third. He's been explained the situation and being told to be the guy that wins the league. Essentially, I mean, Stagnice has also done his job in scoring goals. And for that reason, we are actually 4 goals to the good now in terms of the goal difference to Jeunesse d'Esch. I really don't see Mondorf. Let's touch Woody. I don't see Mondorf coming back from this. It's time to have a standing ovation for Dwayne Alter. I wish we could have had like all of them in. In fact, it's time for a standing ovation also for Cesar, who will make way. Let's confirm them subs. The regen evolution of this team is about to be complete. And Jeunesse Canache have equalised, which would make it even sweeter if we could win this on points. Because there would be no doubt then that we would be the best team in Luxembourg. There's no doubt. It's just wide, off the volley. Can Jeunesse Canache keep it like that? It looks like it. A minute to go. And it's not really been that worrying today. And that kind of changes things because last season we were the bottle jobs. Stagnice puts the cherry on top of the cake. And we are Luxembourg champions. Yes! I don't want to go too mental because the dog's behind me and he doesn't like loud noises. But get in there. Get in there. Get Noodle. Yes, lad. Yay! 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 Good lad. Full time. We've just won the league, Noodle. Yay! Get in there. Get in there. An incredibly youthful side. Still some holes in it. Like, we just seen we need to make some kind of striker acquisition or potentially try and develop the lad that's just won us the league, I guess, which, I mean, he should be given that chance. He deserves it, really. Even though he shows more of a winger sort of stats, like statistics attribute, sheet, whatever. Could potentially make him a striker, I guess. You need to put in the work, Guerrero. You need to put in the work. Jeez. Let's get some. Let's get this. Let's get this. We've won the BGL League. We've qualified for the 2024 Champions League. Wow, we've got money. We've got money. It's the first time we've got money. Oh. Well, we've entered the Luxembourg Hall of Fame. What's it saying? Oh my goodness. 3.39 thousand. We could actually go and sign a striker, like a proper striker. Joachim looks good. And he's 6'7". It's a chance. It's an opportunity. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a lot to take in after having to scrape all that time. Mohamed's around from San Felix. Actually was voted third place in the next gen poll that saw Maldonado second. So San Felix just had a batch of really good players. But I think, from what I hear from everybody else playing Football Manager, that Youth Academy is actually really stacked. So we'll see. That's an option for Cesar's replacement. I don't know. Everything changes now. Everything changes because of the money. It is really that serious. Let's have a look at the finances. I don't think the money for winning the league has come in yet, but we would just go back into the black because I'm pretty sure it's £400,000 that we win. Absolutely magical. And finally, Anoni is yeah, man, let's talk. Let's talk. I really want to sign you up to a contract, mate. Where are you? Where are you? Regular starter. I want you for as long as you possibly can. Come in here and stay in here and do your bits. Even though I don't think, like, right winger is where you're going to stay. Probably more a right back, not going to lie. 80 quid for about 6 years service. I mean, you can't go wrong with them prices. You can't go wrong with them. Ronaldo. He doesn't want to open up contract negotiations yet, but we need to seal up contract negotiations now. We've got a future for this club. We've made the future for this club, and I'm absolutely delighted about it. Even if, like, we'd come second, we'd have kept some of these players in, no doubt, because we would have been able to, like, wage structure properly. But now that we've got first and we've got that Champions League money rolling in, we're going to be able to, like, flourish and keep hold of many possessions that we've acquired. Try and get a contract on Federico Guerrero. What a cult hero. What a legend. He already wants a contract. I love it. I absolutely adore it. Get in this club. Nothing better but to offer you a contract, your first professional contract, technically, semi-professional contract, live, as you've won us the league. An 18-year-old, probably doesn't even speak the language, man. Probably doesn't even have a clue what's going on. But he knows the language of football. Shit. It's hard not to get romantic about them things. Right. See you next time, where we start Season 4. I'm absolutely thrilled.